Hi there, YouTubers. Well, many years ago, geez, I would say 15, maybe more. My wife and I used to have these little bumps all underneath our arms here, and they were on our back. And oddly enough, we'd scratch each other's backs, and we'd find these bumps or our arms, and we'd scratch them off for each other. It felt really good, but after a while, you start getting concerned. You start thinking, geez, no, I don't think I'm supposed to have little bumps. You know, like little pimples. They were hard pimples. So I used to watch stuff from Britain. There were channels on the internet you could watch stuff from Britain, and we started watching this show from Gillian, and she was a nutritionalist. Anyway, she had a very interesting show. That's Gillian, and you probably can find it on YouTube. She's a British girl. I believe she had red hair. Anyway, she used to get people to poop into one of these containers like the hospital does to get you, a stool sample. So she used to break it down or whatever and look at the contents, and she'd figure out if you weren't eating right or if you weren't chewing your food enough. And anyway, if you get a colonoscopy, you can, or if you get a colon flush, they'll probably tell you if you're not chewing up your food enough. So she did that for people, and she'd also see what they eat, and she would look at different aspects of their bodies. So if she found these like little bumps, and she would tell them that you're not eating the right stuff. So what Kat, my wife, and I did was we started to watch her videos, and we'd look at them and we'd say, you know what, she may be right here. So we started to eat right and cut some of the foods out of our diet that maybe our body wasn't quite enjoying. You might like the taste, but doesn't mean your cells like them. So we started to do little cleanses, and then we'd start to eat more right. We'd stop eating so much meat, and we stopped doing so much dairy, and we just started to clear that out of our system, because well, your system tries to get rid of toxins, right? And I'm not a doctor. This is just stuff that I learned and have done, and it worked for me. It may not work for you, but it worked for me, it worked for my wife. We found out that there's things that your body does to try to get rid of toxins, and toxins could be anything, just anything your body doesn't see as food is pretty much a toxin, right? So the way your body likes to get rid of toxins is through your lungs when you exhale. And you can tell that as soon as you drink a little alcohol, it just starts getting rid of the alcohol out in your lungs. Your kidneys, the body tries to get rid of the alcohol out of the kidneys. And then you got your liver, and you've got the skin. And your skin is your biggest organ. So your skin often tells you when things are going wrong, right? But Jillian, she doesn't just do skin, she does like eyes and tongue. She knows a lot about the tongue. The tongue tells you a lot about your body. So we started to do that stuff, eating more correctly and cleansing, and then bam, all these bumps all disappeared. It's like still fun scratching each other's back, but all the bumps are gone. So it really is something to look into. If you do have these little bumps, they're like pimples, but they don't pustulate or they don't bleed or anything. Well, sometimes they bleed, depends how hard you scratch. But they feel like little grains of sand or something coming out on your skin. So that'll all disappear. Nice and smooth skin. So your skin, we've learned that the skin can tell you what's going on with the body, right? So when you start getting little blemishes or problems with your skin, I'd look into why, and not necessarily go out and run out and get a cream or cleaning the skin, because whatever those bumps were didn't come from dirt on the skin, right? So cleaning it or putting an ointment on it isn't the solution in our case. So drugs were definitely not the solution. So it was just eating right, cutting all these things out of your diet that your body doesn't like. And Gillian, from my memory, the first thing she does, she makes her people stick out their tongue. And there shouldn't be any white on the tongue. Mine is nice and pink. So any really thick white stuff on the back of the tongue was mostly from deep fried processed food, and it would layer the tongue, and then all this gunk would eventually get in the body, and then it tries to come out on your skin. It tries to come out in all kinds of ways. And anyway, if you get a chance to watch her stuff, great way to start on the road to eating healthy and being healthy. So that's how it worked for us. We just stumbled across this looking at British shows, and we didn't see any of this stuff in Canada. And then Canada, I think, got it like 7 years later. We started seeing it in Canada. So watch her stuff. She's a really good person to learn from. And I think her series is ended with Gillian Moves In, where she gets people to move into her house, and she really regulates everything about them. So she really forces these people to live a healthier lifestyle, and you see huge changes. Anyway, I hope this helps other people, because it really helped us and makes you feel good about yourself, you know, when you stop getting all these little problems. So bye-bye for now.